tuning into the Huddle. I'm Britt Johnson, and I'm here with Matt Demecki.
What's going on?
So this is actually the first time I've seen Matt since before Game 5 took place. How do you feel about Game 5? Mr. I want Cavs winning in 7.
The only reason why I'm a little hurt is because I see all the slander against LeBron on Twitter, so that's the only reason. But yeah, Cavs deserve to lose. You know, the Warriors played so well. You gotta hand it to them.
Yeah,
you know, they're a really good team.
We all know you're a bronzexual, so we actually have a photo to express your feelings of LeBron James. Let's take a look at this.
I hate you guys, man. I hate you guys.
That's a classic picture. I love it. You guys look real friendly together. Anyways, yesterday the Warriors announced as a team that they will not be attending the traditional White House trip this year. We all remember there were about 15 or so players from the NFL that did not attend the White House when the Patriots won the Super Bowl this year. But as a collective whole, the Warriors decided to not attend. What does this say about this team?
I don't think it says anything. I mean, after the presidential election, I know Steve Kerr came out and said, man, like, we're better than this, you know? Us as a nation, we're better than this. And I don't think it says anything about the Warriors. If they decide not to go, that's their choice, because that's an honor being at the White House, you know, regardless of who the president is. But it doesn't, they've been there once before when...
I mean, not everybody on the team, though.
Yeah, not everybody on the team, but doesn't it look kind of bad if maybe 1 or 2 players go? And
yeah.
Steve Kerr, I know, is not going to go for sure. I don't care if he gets invited, whatever, he's not going to go. So I just think it's their choice. It's up to them, and they shouldn't get any backlash whether or not they go.
You know, I want to say I think it says a lot for them as a team because they're doing it as a team. Like, I like how they all decided together. I mean, maybe there would have been 1 or 2 players on that team that might have voted for Trump, but as a team, they sat down together and said, as a team, we won this as a team, we're not going to go as a team. So I think that says a lot about that organization, and, you know, just as a team in general, the coaches, the team together decided we're not going, versus, you know, the Patriots were not all in or all out.
Yeah. So I think with that, it was a lot of players that came out and said, oh, I'm not going. But you also got to look at it this way. The Patriots, Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick, they're openly saying, like, oh, we're friends with Trump. So, right. I mean, I can understand that. So I think with the Warriors, it's different. It's a smaller group, more of a tight-knit group. And I guess that's why they're probably not going to go.
Yeah,
so.
Well, thumbs up from me. I think that's great.
Yeah, I think it's great too. It is.
I wouldn't have won either. Well, anyways, the Warriors are now NBA champions, but not without a lot of backlash from fans saying that the Warriors are a super team and it is completely unfair. The NBA currently has a cap, but it's a soft cap, which allows teams to go over the cap for various reasons, one of them being to hold on to star players when other teams are trying to bet for them. Should they change this to a hard cap like the NFL?
I mean, I don't think it matters because, look, if you see in the NFL, there's a hard cap. And, you know, the team that's consistently dominant is the New England Patriots. They always find ways to always have a solid team and giving them a chance to win. This year, they brought in Brandon Cooks from the Saints. They got Dwayne Allen. They added a couple pieces on defense.
I don't even want to talk about this roster.
No,
it makes
seriously.
me queasy.
Like, they're obviously the favorites to win the Super Bowl next year, and they retain Malcolm Butler, too. So you got to look at it this way, like you have to have a good...
And they're doing it under the same budget as everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, and also with the Warriors, like this offseason, this past offseason, we saw a lot of players that are a little above average getting contracts that are ridiculous. Like Al Horford's making $26 million a year. If you don't pay him $26 million a year, you can get 2 or 3 solid players on the bench to come off the bench, you know? So I think it's just the teams needing to figure out what players go with what. And they need to do a better job of that. It's not the Warriors cheating or anything. They drafted Clay,
yeah, they're not cheating, but because they have a soft cap and they already had a solid group, all the players that they do have now, they're able to keep them at what they had them on, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then also get more players in that are big-time players. Yeah. It's just weird. It's weird. I don't understand the Warriors getting all these players, but then you have teams like the Hornets or, you know, and what's another crappy team right now? Orlando Magic. Like, there's all these teams that suck, but they have technically almost the same budget as any other team.
And I think they get a lot of those teams, they panic. So through free agency, they see a guy like, I mean, Evan Turner for the Blazers, like for example, they saw him and they're like, man, I mean, I know he's a little bit washed out, but let's pay him $70 million because we have the money. You know, they can sign solid pieces, they can draft well, and 2, 3, 4 years down the road, they can compete. I mean, they panic.
It's about using your money well. I think the Sacramento Kings are like prime example of what not to do. They've had so many star players on their roster, and then they gave them all away. Isaiah Thomas, for example, DeMarcus Cousins, you know, so they had what could have been maybe a star team, but they let everyone go. Same with the Thunder when they had James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Russ. But we actually want to know what you guys think. Should the NBA change it to a hard cap, or what should they do to, you know, even this playing field out? And are you guys happy about what the Warriors decided to do as a team by not going to the White House? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.